Welcome to the Dodgers Blue News channel. Before we dive into the news, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the latest Dodgers updates. Hey there, Dodgers fans. Can you imagine Nolan Arenado wearing Dodger blue in Los Angeles? Well, this trade might be closer than ever, and if it happens, it could shake up the baseball world. We all know the Dodgers are already seen as the team that ruins the game by stacking star talent. After dominating the 2024 World Series, they only added more firepower with Kirby Yates, Tanner Scott, Blake Snell, and the Japanese phenom Roki Sasaki. And let's not forget, Shohei Ohtani is set to return to the mound at some point. But are the Dodgers really to blame? Front office executives would argue that the real issue is small market owners who refuse to spend big on talent. Meanwhile, Los Angeles might be on the verge of making that narrative even stronger with a blockbuster move in the final stretch of the offseason. Let's set the scene. The Dodgers signed Korean infielder Hye-Sung Kim through international free agency and quickly traded Gavin Lux to the Reds. However, Kim still needs time to adjust to major league pitching, so he was sent to the minors. The big question now is, who can fill that role immediately? The answer might be in St. Louis. Nolan Arenado, one of the league's top third basemen, has reportedly shown interest in joining the Dodgers. And with the Cardinals looking to shed payroll, they could be willing to move him for a surprisingly reasonable price. The possible deal? Arenado and $25 million heading to Los Angeles in exchange for pitcher Bobby Miller. If this trade goes down, the Dodgers wouldn't just strengthen their already stacked roster, they would put an exclamation point on their offseason. Now, buckle up, because this story keeps getting more interesting. The Cardinals reportedly don't want to cover more than $20 million of Arenado's contract in a trade, but if Bobby Miller is on the table, that could change everything. Miller, 25, is looking to bounce back from a rough 2024 season, but there's simply no room for him in the Dodgers rotation. Once Ohtani returns, the team will have Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Ohtani, and Roki Sasaki as their 5 starters. And that's not even counting Tony Gonsolin and Dustin May, who are ahead of Miller in the depth chart. On top of that, Los Angeles has a deep pool of young pitching prospects waiting for their shot. For the Cardinals, this trade makes perfect sense. They'd free up a big chunk of Arenado's salary while landing a starting pitcher with the potential to compete at a high level, just like he did in 2023. And for the Dodgers, it's a no-brainer. They'd be swapping a pitcher without a clear path to the rotation for an all-star third baseman, making an already dangerous lineup even scarier. If this trade happens, it would be yet another masterstroke by the Dodgers front office, making them the clear winners once again. They'd land an elite talent at third base without sacrificing key rotation pieces, further bolstering an offense that's already one of the most feared in the league. For the Cardinals, the move also makes sense. If they truly believe Bobby Miller can be a cornerstone for their rotation. He still has a high ceiling, and with more room to develop, he could regain the form he showed in 2023. Plus, offloading part of Arenado's contract would give the franchise more financial flexibility for future moves. At the end of the day, this trade looks like one of those rare win-win deals. The Dodgers add another impact player without disrupting their roster, while the Cardinals acquire a young pitcher and free up a significant amount of salary. Now, it's just a matter of whether both teams can agree on the final details. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Should the Dodgers give up Bobby Miller to finally bring Nolan Arenado to Los Angeles? Or should they hold on to their young pitcher? Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you next time, Dodgers Nation.